Yeah. You a cheesy cheese. You are a cheesy cheese. You say hi to the people. Welcome back to another weekly meal prep. Kind of. I say kind of because it's probably the last weekly meal prep I do before our third baby gets here. And honestly, we're just a little overwhelmed. We've had a lot of church events, a lot of really long Sundays the past couple of month and a half. The past month and a half, we've had a lot of long church days. Yeah, hi. And so really what meal prep looks like for me is just trying to stay one step ahead of the next meal. So yesterday, while I was making dinner, I made some pizza dough, which was great because we need that in a couple of nights. No, you don't have to cry. We need that in a couple of nights. And tonight, I'm just making a really simple like chicken and vegetable lo mein. And at the same time, I'm gonna prep our stuffed peppers for tomorrow so that those can just be made and popped in the oven when we get home. And then I'll use that extra margin tomorrow to create the next night's dinner, which I think is actually maybe like a forage night. So I might not even have anything to create. So I just thought you could kind of go along with me on our overwhelming weeks and see how we still try to make meal prep happen. It just doesn't quite look the same. Can you believe I'm about to have another one of these? Oh, let's get into what we're eating this week. All right, so this week coming up, we have lo mein. So we're on Sunday right here. So I'm making lo mein tonight. We're gonna have stuffed poblanos tomorrow. Tuesday, we're all on our own. Find something. Pizza on Wednesday, which I've already made the dough for. Taco casserole on Thursday. Sorry, Valley's joining us and she's mad because we're all tired. And then Friday we're doing sun-dried tomato chicken pasta because my in-laws are in Israel, so we're not going to their house. So let's jump into lo mein and stuffed pepper prep. Started the rice for the pepper filling. It's like a mixture of rice and black beans, and we'll need to cook it and bring it all together in a skillet. But for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut up some poblano peppers. I set the oven to 400 degrees, and I'm gonna let those roast for a little bit so that way we can stuff them later. And then I'm gonna chop up the veggies for the lo mein tonight. I think all I'm gonna do is cabbage, bell pepper, and carrot, and that's it. And then I'll need to chop up some garlic, but I think that's more than enough to add to our chicken. And I'm gonna try a new sauce recipe because, you know, I'm always trying to work on how my lo mein tastes. So let's get veggie prepping. Because I forgot to put the ring on the Instant Pot lid because usually we change them out when we make yogurt. So, woohoo! Yay! So I gotta start that over again. These all stuffed up. Took a little bit of the filling and made a small container for Valley to take to school one day. And then tomorrow night, we'll split this between the kids with some fruit, and that's what they'll eat. They really like the filling, but the poblanos are just too spicy. So I'm gonna top these off with cheese tomorrow. So for tonight, they're just gonna cool. We're gonna pop a lid on it and put it in the fridge, and then tomorrow we'll go ahead and top them with cheese and put them in the oven and bake them. And then finish doing the dishes. Got everything set and ready for tomorrow. So we will check in tomorrow with more prep. So we just got home from work. We're a little bit late getting home, but I have gone ahead and set the oven to 400 degrees, topped the poblanos that we stuffed last night with cheese, and popped them in the oven. And so they'll be in there for probably another 10-15 minutes until they're heated all the way through and the cheese is nice and bubbly. We don't really have a lot of prep to do tonight, but I did want to show you the way that I prep my vegetables when I go to the grocery store. So to try to make them last for 2 weeks. We don't have the best luck with produce where we go. Our Kroger, yeah, the produce can just like tend to go bad faster, I'm sure, than other stores, but it's the most affordable option for us. So that's just what we do. So I thought I would show you how part of my weekly meal prep when I get in a grocery order is keeping things mold or like gross free until we are ready to use them. So let me show you that while this is cooking in the oven. All right, so a variety of different things here. If we get green beans, we usually use them in the second week. And I've noticed that if I start putting a dry paper towel in with the green beans, it keeps them from getting really slimy and gross. So that's what I've done with this bag, is I've just put a paper towel in there. Same for the berries. I find that if once you like wash blueberries, we don't store them in like extra containers. We just don't have the space. So we'll wash up our blueberries and then I will put a paper towel in there and usually flip them upside down to kind of drain out on the paper towel. And this allows them to last for 2 weeks without getting moldy. Same for raspberries. We do the same thing. And that really helps. For our strawberries, which are in here, I find that I cannot keep them whole and them not get moldy. But if I slice them, they do way better. So we just go ahead and just immediately chop them up when we get them home. And then in here, hold on, let me put the camera down and then I can show you better. All right, so this is broccoli that I've just wrapped in a damp paper towel, and this helps the florets from getting moldy and gross. And just, yeah, it just helps preserve it for a little bit longer. So that's what we do with that, and then we store it in a produce bag. In here, this is my cilantro, so we just put it in a cup of water, any herbs that we get, and then we just tint a bag over it, and that helps it last. And then for green onions, what we do is we trim the stems off, the root part off, and then we cut the white part off of the green part, and we'll roll it up in a paper towel and store it in a little baggie, and they last for a really long time without wilting. So that is how I keep all of my veggies fresh for about 2 weeks. So I will show you what this looks like when it comes out of the oven, and then we will feast. What's up? Welcome to Tuesday night, which, since we're ministry employees, is technically our Wednesday night. And then tomorrow is our Thursday. Thursday is our Friday. So we're halfway through the week, which is amazing. The lighting is terrible in here because we got home and I just immediately popped some chicken nuggets in the oven and made some boxed mac and cheese And the kids ate boxed mac and cheese and chicken nuggets, and so did Bryson. I just ate a couple of chicken nuggets because I was feeling really nauseous. I'm just at that point of pregnancy where I just feel awful, and eating is awful because there's no space, and homegirl just needs to get out. You know what I mean? So that's what we did. And then immediately after dinner, we didn't clean up a thing. We just went outside and played outside until it got dark, and then put the kids down. So yeah, I didn't get any prepping done tonight. It's been a weird week of not prepping. The only thing I did to prep for tomorrow's dinner is pull the pizza dough out of the freezer and put it into the fridge. So it will thaw overnight in the fridge, and then it'll rise a little bit in the fridge tomorrow. But really, that's it. That's just kind of what happens on a week when we don't meal prep. We have one more meal on Thursday, which will be taco casserole, which I won't be filming. So yeah, I know this video probably was like weird and kind of disappointing, but some weeks that's just how it works, especially when you're at the end of your pregnancy, okay? I'm gearing up to do a decent amount of like freezer and food prep this weekend so that we have some meals made when little girl comes. So thanks for being here in this video. We're so grateful. Thanks for following along with us in our journey. If you want to see how we figure out how to do life as two working parents with 3 under 3 in the coming weeks, and also want to see how we feed our family on a pretty tight budget, you should hang out with us. Consider subscribing and liking this video. Okay, until next time, bye-bye.